There are so many good games coming out at once this holiday. I am excited by the thought of something disappointing me. So I want to apologize to your piggy banks. Gears of War 2 is amazing.
War is all we know.
The story of Gears of War 2 picks up about 6 months after Gears 1 ended, with the war effort going poorly and humanity backed into a corner. Marcus and Dom are back along with a few familiar faces, and they're joined by some new blood. Dizzy the tank driver, Ty the giant crackdown-looking guy, and Ben Carmine the rookie.
Carmine, you did good.
The Gears 2 campaign is bigger than Gears 1 in every way. The game is longer, the levels are bigger, there are more weapons to murder with, and the bad guys sometimes swarm onto the screen by the dozens. Epic wanted this game to be more, epic. And bolstering the storyline was one of their focuses. Marcus and Dom are a believable duo, and Dom's search for his missing wife is a nice peek into one of these big guys' psyches. Let's be glad Coltrane didn't get the same treatment.
Nobody plays this game like me! Nobody!
There are a couple plot twists that come out of left field, and there are more questions created by the story than are actually answered. But overall, the added emphasis on story only improves this chapter in the Gears saga.
This is the day we take the battle to the heart of the enemy.
The only other little gnats in the campaign ointment are some of the on-rails turret sequences. The difficulty of these sequences spikes, so if you're playing the game at a difficulty that is challenging to you, you'll find these sections can be a pain.
They ain't cool.
Best fix, grab a buddy and get your co-op on. In addition to the co-op campaign, multiplayer is where Gears 2 really shines. Rather than the bare-bones options found in Gears 1, we are getting a fully armed and operational multiplayer experience. Gears 2 launches with 10 maps and even comes with a code in the box to download 5 free additional maps from Gears 1, all prettied up, of course. The original Gears also contributes its game types, tweaked to accommodate the new 10-player max, including King of the Hill, which was part of Gears on the PC. New game types include Wingman, a deathmatch made up of 2-man teams, and Submission, a version of CTF where teams have to submit the so-called meat flag, a shotgun-wielding AI character, and drag him to the score point. There's also a little mode called Horde. Horde is not a new idea, but it is an idea that works so well in Gears that it feels new. The premise is simple. Increasingly intense waves of enemies rush you and up to 4 friends. Working together is the only way to survive. Rack up a score for the leaderboard, or just go for the 50-wave achievement. So, to sum up all this bad news about another must-have game this holiday, ask your loan shark to spot you another $60 this weekend. Gears of War 2 is not Gears 1.5.
Oh, yeah!
It's Gears 5 out of 5.
Brace for impact!
And Marcus's spirit, raging for revenge, with Dom by his side, come hot from hell, shall in these confines with a Brumax voice cry, havoc, and let slip the cogs of war. Gears of War 3 is finally here. Thank God.
Wasn't expecting to run into you boys again.
The last remnants of humanity winnow ever closer to extinction, and the remaining cog are stationed on an aircraft carrier where Marcus Phoenix has sweaty nightmare visions of his father's death. It takes about 3.5 seconds for crap to hit the fan.
Prescott's back, Michelson's dead, and my father's alive.
The big new baddies of Gears 3 are the Lambent. They're ugly, they don't wear pants, and they explode. The brutal cover-based combat that made Gears famous is polished to a mirror sheen. Everything is faster, adding a sense of urgency to every engagement.
Oh, yeah!
Gears of War 3 is a triumph of gameplay and design, pure and simple. New toys put a spin on the traditional Gears weapons set. The Digger launcher fires a burrowing grenade behind cover. And the Retro Lancer? Well, the Retro Lancer does this. Every weapon has a gleefully gruesome execution move. Wow, you're really going for it, aren't you?
Fire in the hole!
No, take your time. I'd rather you get it all out now. Feel better?
Sub or no sub, we'll be screwed if we don't get some backup.
The 4-player co-op is smooth and fiery like a fine whiskey, but that means even in single player, you'll have 4 characters in your party at all times, if not 5 or 6. And if you're not careful, they'll plow through the firefight without you while you're off looking for grenades. Or just randomly staring up at a tree.
Okay, let's roll.
Seriously, the Unreal Engine is out of control. Fighting in hallways is a thing of the past. Gears 3 rolls out set piece after set piece, and it's all beyond gorgeous.
You count on that, bitch!
This is our last game with the members of Delta Squad, and Epic knows it. Gears 3 takes care to slow down the action and give the heroes their own moments.
Marcus, we'll catch up with you when the situation's under control.
The plot clips along at a good pace and brings the story to a logical close, but it doesn't feel like the freight train of doom we were promised in the trailers.
What the hell's going on?
We're told the stakes are high, but we never felt it in our bones. That being said, the final moments are earnest, earned, and well worth playing it to the end for. But the war is never over. It just moves on to multiplayer. Practice your somersaults. We'll see you again soon.
Come on! Everybody get out there and finish these ass.
If you've never played multiplayer, it's almost as if you've never played Gears of War at all.
That's what I like to see out there in the field.
After the lag-infested launch of Gears 2, Epic vowed that Gears of War 3's multiplayer experience would be better. And they delivered.
Beat down!
Dedicated servers make all the difference, and multiplayer runs like it should. You die because you ran into someone better than you.
Foolish boy.
Not only is the performance top-notch, but the amount of features in Gears 3 multiplayer is downright intimidating. Versus Horde 2.0, Beast Mode, Arcade, everybody wins.
Dear God Almighty! And all that on the disc?
I'm sorry to say, if you sucked at Gears 2 multiplayer, you'll still suck at Gears 3 multiplayer.
Time to fortify our position!
Horde 2.0 adds a tower defense aspect to the fan-favorite Horde mode.
We've got enemies incoming!
And then there's Beast Mode. This is what everyone will be talking about. Beast Mode is a 12-wave time attack mode where players select different locust creatures and attempt to kill a fortified band of AI humans. I love the tickers. You will too. We just wish there was a way to play Beast Mode solo, mostly because we don't have friends. And finally, Arcade Mode converts every chapter of the campaign into a replayable multiplayer points orgy. If you're even remotely interested in shooters, Gears 3 will have something for you. Simply put, this is one of the best values for a retail game we've seen in a long time. As the Gears beat their Lancer bayonets into plowshares and start the long road to rebuilding, they should rest easy knowing they've delivered the best game we could possibly have hoped for. A 5 out of 5.